Hi, everybody. It's Maria Rini from the Welcome Home team. And today I am with a fellow member of TAS, the Alliance for Senior Services, Melissa DelRusso of Chefs for Seniors. And we're so excited to be talking to Melissa. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So tell us, what is Chefs for Seniors?
Okay, so Chefs for Seniors is a service where we cook for seniors in their home as our clients. Those are the clients, seniors, citizens usually. And what we do is we do the food shopping, we do the cooking, we do the cleanup afterwards, we fill the fridge with individual sized portions, and we set them up for the week. And then we usually come in every once a week or every 2 weeks to do that.
So now, that sounds like something anybody would like, not just seniors.
Yes, exactly.
Do you have to be a senior to
No, you
have
do
your
not have
service?
to be a senior to do this. No. Yeah, and we do cook for some professional couples and things like that don't have the time.
Okay, so how does the process work? Let's pretend I wanted you to come in and cook a week's worth of meals in my house.
Okay.
What do I do?
So I'd start out with, we'd have a consultation where I would come to the house, size up your kitchen so I know what we're dealing with. We'd look at your pantry. And obviously everybody's circumstances are different. So then we would sit down and we'd go through a list of items of everything from spices to vegetables to proteins, what it is that your tastes. We would come up with an initial menu. And the menu, we have on our website a ton of suggestions as well as pictures, so you'll have ideas, but we can cook anything. We can personalize anything. We'd also discuss if you have any special dietary needs. Some clients have diabetes, some clients have high blood pressure. Typically, no matter what the circumstances is, I tend to cook low salt because you can always add that in, and that's a taste issue anyway. And that way we get to know what your tastes are. We come up with the first menu. And then from there, I'll go through I create a shopping list. Usually the day before the scheduled service, I'll give you a call or send an email depending on what your preference is. Everybody's different. We go down the list. Sometimes I need maybe 2 eggs instead of a dozen eggs. So the reason for the phone call is, what do you have in your pantry? And I do, after every visit, kind of get an idea and keep a list of things that I'll use regularly, like olive oil. Make sure that you have those things so I don't have to shop for those each time, which keeps your food bill down. And then I utilize what you have, and as well as what we go shopping for. As far as the shopping list, as for shopping, I shop at ShopRite, the basic, local food stores. If a client has a preference, I can shop at that store. Some clients might prefer Whole Foods or Wegmans or whatever the case may be. I bring all the groceries. I bring my own pots and pans. I even carry a little pantry bag, which would be certain spices, because you may not have every spice. We might be doing something different, maybe a Mexican dish. We're not going to buy all those seasonings. So I tend to have that kind of stuff with me. And then I come in. I just need some clear counter space. I need the stove, the oven, and that's when I do my magic. The house smells wonderful. That's always the comment you get, like, oh, this is good. Because as soon as you get that, it's the warm feeling. And usually I'm there 2.5 hours. I cook everything, put it in individual portions. The containers we supply the first time around, and then all you have to do is throw them in the dishwasher and leave them on the counter for me for the next visits. And I always have extra ones if we need them. So individual portions are labeled. So typically we're doing 4 meals. With the 4 meals, you usually get at least 2 to 4 servings for each meal. So at the end of the day, you're going to end up with anywhere from 8 to 12 containers of food in your refrigerator to get you through the week. And we do breakfast foods. Some people prefer breakfast food. You can have breakfast food for, you're senior, you can eat whatever you want. That's one of the things I learned growing up. But as soon as I was on my own, I can have ice cream for breakfast. So honestly, we will cook whatever you want. And you can eat it whatever you want, whatever, you're in the mood for.
Okay, so you're shopping.
Mm-hmm.
And you're coming in and cooking,
mm-hmm.
and how do you price yourself? There's a fee.
There's a service fee for the service, and the service fee obviously includes the meal planning, the shopping list, the actual food shopping, the cooking, the portioning it all up, cleaning up the mess when we leave, because that's the other piece of it. Obviously, we're leaving your kitchen exactly sometimes better than it was. And then your refrigerator's full. So that's a service fee. That's a flat fee with every visit. And then on top of that, there is the cost of the food, which is a reimbursement, and it's right off of the the shopping receipt so you can see exactly what was purchased. And those fluctuate. I'm going to say, typically cooking, you're doing anywhere, it can be from a food bill of $50 to like $70, depending on what the client wants. Obviously, if there's more, and again, we work with that as well. I try to create menus that you're going to get a couple of, in like maybe 2 portions. Like a fish, you don't want 4 portions, and they don't freeze well. And that's part of the menu planning as well. You want to make sure that you're planning stuff that's going to last the week. Some things are going to be freezable, some things are not going to be freezable. So we talk about that and make sure that there's enough to get you through the week and enough, diversity in the menu.
And what's the difference between chefs for seniors and a professional chef coming into the home?
Right. So professional chefs tend to be more for dinner parties and things like that, if you're getting a personal chef in the home. And again, compared to restaurant chefs, we are more about a home cooking kind of meal. That's what you want. Otherwise, you're ordering the takeout. And we're able to, we have to plan accordingly. Like I just mentioned, they have to be able, we plan our menus around you being able to reheat them. So for example, I will never cook pork chops for people, because when you go to reheat those, they're going to be like leather. And we talk about that. So the idea is always on home cooking. It's home cooking food. It's good. It's like what your mom would cook kind of a deal. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. But we can cook anything. I've had clients request me make a menu, a recipe that they've had. And I'm more than happy to do that, especially because some people, different cultures, it's amazing the amount of things that I've learned, what people like and that kind of stuff. So we can always accommodate that as well.
Super. So, and we're very excited. Melissa has agreed to do a life hack webinar for us.
Yes.
So on April 1st at 11 a.m., we're going to have a webinar open to the public. Come sign up. Melissa will be doing batch cooking in 30 minutes. So she's going to prepare a couple of wonderful things right in my kitchen and demo how you can do this yourself. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be. It could be comedy. It might be. We'll see how it goes. But no, yeah, I think it's helpful to people to see, like, you can cook a couple of different meals for the week and have them as a go-to so that you're not cooking every single night.
Super. So we'll look forward to that. In the meantime, if you need to get in touch with Melissa, her contact information is right there on the post, but it's Melissa DelRusso, Chefs for Seniors. And we thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.